Yo, it's the Land Assassin. What's up? What's happening? And the good Lord has blessed us with another day. So, today we will try and continue the streak. That streak currently sits at 30 times 6 plus some double-digit number of days of consecutive non-zeros. Let's see what we can do today. It is definitely a weird day. It rained in the morning and now it was sunny for a second and now it's back to cloudy. Cuba Unlimited, what's happening? What's up? Jonathan Dunn, hello. What up, Steve? Okay, some people wave, some people don't, but I always do. All right, so there's people just floating around in the middle of the channel. I'm sure they're chasing bait balls and the like. Using their forward-facing gizmos. There's a lot of eelgrass floating on this side. It's just all over. There's pollen, there's Cubo Krill, what's happening? Hey, Krill, just a quick note here, bro. Looked like there was some bait fish and fish underneath me right here. I mean, it seems like you could just float around, but I'm not great at that. Let's see who's behind me. Nobody? Okay, let's just try it. We ain't got it. We ain't got it, but we're just gonna try it real quick. Yo, Krill, just FYI, I did get a battery at the Bass Pro Shop. They were kind enough. I believe his name is Bob. He was kind enough to say, yo, dog, I got one now, and I know that you are gonna have to wait for a billion moons, so let me just swap one out for you. So, big ups to Bass Pro Shop for being kind enough and being reasonable enough to say, okay, you've had an issue with the other two batteries, and this is the third battery, which was bound to have an issue as well. And so now that it has, rather than make you wait 3 months to get a replacement, we will just replace it for you now. So I will have to rearrange all my wiring to set it back for for 36 instead of 24. So we are currently rolling on 24 volts. That is the beauty of the Ghost trolling motor. You can switch between 24 volts and 36 volts. So anytime there is an issue with my batteries, I just try and figure out which battery it is and then switch it to a 24 configuration. So I'm just gonna try this real quick, guys. More than likely, I'll pick up a drum. I am blind casting. I can see that there's fish underneath me on my traditional 2D, and my side imaging shows bait, but my guess is that I'm gonna end up with a drum or a catfish. Cubo handle that starts with an M. Iwashalo, Rude is in the house. We're just throwing a jig head minnow out here. Again, blind casting. There was a lot of bait cruising through here, but again, I am the ugliest bait fish at the bait fish prom, so we're just hoping that they see us. Yeah, so when you have 36 volts, it seems to have more power, right? It just and it can last longer. The duration of, I mean, not that it's ever given me a problem where like I've been stranded because my batteries died, but when you switch it to, let's say 5, let's just say even, or the middle portion, 5 runs a little bit beefier when you're in a 36 volt configuration. When you're in a 24 volt, in order to get what I would expect from 5, I have to go like 6.5, or something along those lines. I don't know the exact numbers, but I do have to change it just a little bit. So you still get performance, you just don't get the, let's call them webs, that you would get out of the 36. .36 volt gives you more huevitos, which is what Krill is always looking for, bro. Krill is always looking for more huevitos, because the more huevitos he has, then the more cheddar he's gonna get. So we also like more huevitos on our trolling motor. So the 36 volt configuration is what we prefer. We will make do with the 24 volt, but the 36 volt is pretty nice. So we'll do about 3 more casts and then we're out of here. It is littered with all kinds of grossness up top, so I don't want to have to deal with that. You hope that was a good thing. What are you talking about, bro? I assumed it was a good thing for you. There's just bait fish everywhere, bros. And that is why everybody is floating around here. They are utilizing their forward-facing sonar to check out where the bait balls are, check out where the fish are, see how their bait is moving. But that's all there is, bro, is boats floating in the middle. I don't know where GM is. But as you can tell, we are not north. We are same-ish. In fact, we are going to go more south. Oh, yeah, bro. You don't know what huevos are? You're looking for more huevos, dog. That's what the chicken game is. You need as many huevos as you can get. For those of you who are not bilingual, huevos are eggs. My bad. I didn't know that huevitos, which, I mean, I guess technically you don't want huevitos. You want huevos. Uh-oh, I think we located GM. Who knows where he is, but he's here. Oh yeah, that's just bait balls everywhere. We are going to take off in a second. I just have to keep... This is like a slalom race right here. I got to make sure that I don't run into any of these homies, bro. They're just everywhere. Escar's locked up drag. Huevitos are like quail eggs. Yeah, they might be like quail eggs. They're just like little eggs. Puros huevitos. Bros, it is. Avoid all the middle of the channel anglers. Ooh. Got a little fresh when we got a little faster. Moderator, huevitos? Huevitos is not a fancy word. It's fresh out here. Would you describe that? We must slalom through these boats. That's the only way that I could describe it. There was no other action. We're not gonna barrel through them. We're not gonna careen through them. Well, you see, Unlimited, that's the thing about Spanish. Many things mean many things. So you are not wrong, Unlimited. But, like, here's the thing, guys. Here's a word that is sort of like that. So in Spanish, the word fart, that is fart. The word fart is pedo. But pedo doesn't always mean fart. In fact, it rarely means fart. So like if someone tells you, hey, que pedo? That's like they're asking you, what's up, what's going on, you know, something like that. Or if someone tells you that you are that somebody is, or that you are pedo, well then that means that you're drunk, or that person is drunk. So none of those mean fart. And there's other versions of pedo that are like, what the heck? You just have to know, you have to understand the context clues. So when I talk about huevos, if I tell you, hey bro, like, get some huevos, I'm not telling you, hey dude, I really feel like consuming some eggs right now. Or like, hey bro, my recipe calls for eggs, can you go get some huevos? No bro, I'm saying get some huevos. Or like when they say freaking aprieta tus huevos, that means like tighten up your eggs. But tighten up your eggs doesn't mean, hey bro, your eggs are loosely, they're moving around loosely. You should probably tighten up your eggs through a fear of you cracking your eggs. No, bro, they're talking about, yo, tighten up your huevos. They are just, it's just a way of describing something that is somewhat acceptable instead of just saying, I believe that your testicular fortitude is called into question. But, or even something more crass, where like the ladies are like, oh dear God, did this gentleman just say this, that, or the other? No. Drunk in Spanish, well, drunk in English from a guy who claims he's quadruple lingual, that is illubricated. When he speaks in English, it is illubricated. Yes, also like cojones. Not judging me. Moderator, there's not a moment that you do not judge me. Oh, Tim, when does the 4K giveaway? Well, my dude, we will get right on that. How do you say, oh, that's the other one, bro. Huevón. If someone is huevón, then that means that they are lazy, which just means that, I mean, like if you took it literally, it would be like somebody who has, well, maybe not so literal, but somebody who has heavy huevos. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's probably why they're lazy. They're all like, dude, you try and carry these huevos everywhere, you'd be lazy too. But Man, there's a lot of eelgrass everywhere. But it just depends on the context, bro, how people use it. None of it is usually what it seems. So that's why you just gotta read the situation. And there are some phrases that I don't even know, bro. When these guys say certain things and I'm all like, the hell is this guy talking about? Did I just say, what the heck? It's because I got in the situation, bro, where I was I went back to the moments where I'm like, what are these guys talking about? These guys are making no sense. We have gone further south. Ah, yes, bread ocha, which is an addition that only those on the broadcast know. So maybe one day, if you hear bread ocha spoken in the wild, and you don't know the guy who's, and you don't know the guy who said it, and you never seen him on the broadcast, Creel, that was a mega bass miss. I will attribute that to Wussy Hooks. Then you will know we've gone mainstream, guys, when you hear it out in the wild and you hear bread ocha. Now, is that something we're proud of? Sort of, but is it something we should be proud of? I mean, not necessarily, but hey, bro. Now, you see, Creel, if you went over there to somebody and they were speaking Spanish and you told them, hey, don't be a bread ocha, then they're all like, what? See? So you would know something that they didn't. And I'm like, these fools are out here just being bread ochas. And then they'll be all like, that is very weird. What is this guy talking about? And then you can educate them on what a bread ocha is. What? I don't, is that Meda Carajo? What? I don't know, bro. Let me see. Will contribute it to me being a bread ocha, Creel? Do not use. Oh, you want to use that in my direction, Creel? Oh, that is it. I am the creator, but not the example of. What is Creel? Creel lost his mind. See? At this point in time, I would think that Creel is tightening up his huevitos and he is wanting to throw down. He's out here saying, hey, bro, you're a bread ocha. And I'm like, oh, Creel. The only words you care about are English words. Okay, Dead Rabbit, so you might care about the other words when you are like in a situation where you are surrounded by people who speak another language and then all of a sudden you just hear chuckle, 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 and then they point. So at that point in time, it would behoove you to stay ahead of the game and then be all like, I do know these words. And then there's no way that they can say anything that, I mean, except for like regional dialect and stuff, but you can kind of get the context clues. They can't like say something that you wouldn't know is going on. So yes, English is great, bro. Everybody should communicate in English, whenever possible. But for your own edification, bro, you should probably be prepared for the usage of other words, other languages. Be diverse. Not because you totally, you know, agree with the situation or you're engulfed by a culture, mainly so that you could be well informed and be like, this fool just called me a bread ocha? What the heck is a bread ocha? And then you'd be like, oh, bread ocha, Well, that's what I'm saying, dog. You gotta know. So how you gonna know they're gonna shiv you if you don't know what a shiv is in Spanish or I mean, because that's the language we're talking about. If you are talking about a language, I mean, it could be any language, but you gotta know what shiv is in Spanish, and you're gonna be all like, okay, these vatos are about to shiv me. They're about to rob me. They're about to do this. They're about to do that. So you gotta be aware of your surroundings. Oh, there's many, many ways to say it, bro. Many a way to say that, because I'm telling you, bro, there's so many different regional dialects of different words, I mean, some of these words aren't even real Spanish words. Like where I come from, they don't even, it's Spanglish. So, like if you were to say carro, carro is not the right way to say a car in Spanish. But everybody from Chuco Town, all the borderland, they will be all like, oh yeah, I know what he's talking about. Come on, baby. One time. Where you at? Right now we are in 16 feet of water. This bank is a little steep. No, pretty close, Creel, but it is not a trucko. It is a troca. You see, bro? You were close. So you would have kind of got it. You would have been all like, these guys said they're going to run me over with their trucko. No. These guys said they're going to run you over with their troca. So now keep in mind, guys, I am not the most fluent in Spanish. I understand words, I hear them, I can get the context clues, I can figure out what's going on, what the conversation is about. But now to converse with these gentlemen, it would be a different story. Can I conjugate the verbs? Can I, what do you call it? Can I put the proper masculine or feminine jingle dingles to it? Probably not all the time. So I'll be off sometimes, and then they'll be all like, haha, that guy feminized this word. And I'll be like, okay, but you knew what I was saying, so it's good enough. GM, this is not a subscription to Rosetta Stone. I do appreciate it, but this is not a subscription to Rosetta Stone. Maybe this is like street stone. That way you guys will be all like, okay, I deal with different individuals in my life, so I need to understand. Because now, like Creel's gonna be like, how do I tell these guys to do this? And then I'll be like, okay, let me see if I can work up a phrase for you. And then he'll go tell him that. Now, will I be messing around with Creel? More than likely. The first time, I might mess around with him and, you know, tell him to say something silly. But then after that, after he's all like, bro, they didn't do the thing I told them to. And I'm like, well, that's because you should be lucky that they didn't do the thing you told them to. And then we go from there. But like, if GM had, for some reason, the need to communicate with some individuals somewhere, I don't know where, but somewhere, the need to communicate with them, we can work out some phrases, and then the GM, he might even be cool. They might be like, washalo. The jefe now knows how to communicate with us. Maybe that even gets GM some street cred. Not that he needs it, but I'm just saying. We got some kind of version of Spanglish that involves a part of the body and a color. Well, I mean, yes, Dead Rabbit. Usually, I do feminize things because when I walk into a room, my masculinity just, it exudes, bro. Like, it's just, it comes out of basically my pores. So everything in that room has become less masculine because of the level of masculinity that I bring. So thus, it has become feminized because they realize, oh, wait a second, we cannot live up to this level of masculinity. So we are now slightly feminized. So I do appreciate that you see that, and it's coming through the lens. It's coming through the lens. I mean, I didn't expect it to, but Dead Rabbit, I appreciate you sending out those compliments to me. And if ever you need me to tone down my masculinity, Dead Rabbit, all you need to do is ask, and I will, of course, quickly disregard that, but I will at least think about it and be all like, well, Dead Rabbit is, I mean, he's threatened by my masculinity, so I should probably tone it down a little bit. Or whatever the case is, dog. You know what I'm saying? That would be when Eric is on. What is GM talking about? Is he in the right chat? Who's Eric? Do I know an Eric? I do know an Eric. He's my cousin. We call him Parrot. I think we call him Parrot. I don't know why we call him Parrot. Oh, Dead Rabbit. I'm well aware that you're just messing around, dog. I, too, am just messing around. But when those mess with me, like, if you want to mess with me, then I got to mess with you, too, dog. We can't just badger the host and be all like, ha, watch this. I'm going to tell him he's so feminine. And at that point in time, that's when I'll have a comment. And then the banter will go back and forth, and we will chuckle, and everyone will be like, ha ha ha, what a great day on the Rodcast. Dang, yo. All right, guys. So now Canadian masculinity has walked into the chat. So now we're gonna have to see the levels are all fluctuating depending on who comes in. And why, Rob? Why do you have to remind me about Vanessa? Me and Rob could have almost been like family. He could have been part of the gente. I would have seen him at like a Mexican get together, and I'd be like, who is this guy right here? Who brought this gentleman right here who reminds me a lot of Kris Kringle, mainly because he brings me gifts all the time. So I don't know what I've done to be on the good list of this version of Guntersville Santa Claus, because the dude backs me up all the time. So I don't know what I did. But I would have seen you, Rob. I would have seen you at one of these fiestas, and I'd be like, hey, what up, Santa Rob? And then it would have been chaos. But then you would have probably met my brother at one of these fiestas, and then you'd be all like, all right, bro, I'm gonna need you to take this guy out of here. And then I would tell you, well, with displeasure, Rob, I will take my brother away and deal with him with displeasure. At a hog slaughter plant. So here's the thing, Doug. How do they know that you even speak Spanish? Because you could just be speaking gibberish, which I don't know if gibberish is an actual language, but you can just be, because it actually is an actual language because my brother speaks it all the time. So you could speak gibberish like my brother, and how are they going to test that you actually are saying correct Spanish words? Now, what if those guys just kind of get your pointing and stuff, and then they do whatever you want, right? Like, hey, wait, allá tienen blah, 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 blah. And then you just, let's say Creole is all like, that sounds like Spanish. And then the dudes do whatever I said, but just because I was pointing in that direction. And then they're paying me because they think I know Spanish, but I don't know Spanish. Oh, there's somebody coming around the bend. I'm gonna slow it down. Oh, hey, look down. He doesn't want to see me. Okay, he's casting. He doesn't want to look at me. He's casting an umbrella rig. I've already tried twice to communicate. Rob, I'm gonna need your pirate skills. El Tabo. Senor Tabo? How you doing? Okay. Well, that makes two of us. You catch it, any? Oh, I haven't caught anything on this little stretch. I got one bite, but I missed it.
Jerk bait? What's your fish?
Yeah, jerk bait.
They're not quite there on this. The water's got to get a little cold.
I've seen a lot of people throwing in an Alabama rig.
Yep. We won a tournament with it last Friday.
Here?
On the Warrior River.
Okay, I was like, here? But, all right.
On the Warrior River. We had a little over 16 pounds. But we hit a stretch of bank 25 foot long. And we pulled a 5-pounder out of it at 460, and my partner knocked off another 4 or 5.
It was just that one stretch.
That's what made the difference in the tournament.
Well, it was eelgrass, yeah, floating. Yeah, and leaves and stuff. Have a good one, man. Thank you. All right, guys. I gotta put my sun covers on. We're gonna go over here to this little point right here. We're gonna see what we can pick off. So it was weird, bro. It was raining tonight, or in the morning, I should say. Tonight. It was raining in the morning, and now it's all sunny. Let's turn the trolling motor up to Maximus. Is that thunder I just heard? Did we just break the sound barrier? Bros, okay, Steve, I was telling you that the Ghost trolling motor in 24 volts is not it's not as strong as in 36 volts, but apparently we just broke the sound barrier, because as I started to go fast, I just heard It's just leaf litter all over the place. Does he keep us going fast with his trolling motor, bro? We are almost at this point. We're gonna work this point, and then we're gonna work that bank. Yeah, bro, I'm afraid to see what happens in 36 volts, because I don't think I put it on max. I mean, we're not even technically on max right now. Wow, so Dead Rabbit, he sort of zipped by because we were also going in a different direction. So boats going in opposite directions, it kind of makes him look like he's going fast. All right, we're going to keep trying this jerkbait right here. This jerkbait could bring home a $100 Bass Pro Shop or Tackle Warehouse gift card if a 5-pounder is caught off of this jerkbait. If it is not, well then, we're just throwing this jerkbait. If it is caught off of any other bait, well then it will just be a $50 Bass Pro Shop or Tackle Warehouse gift card. But if it is caught off of this specific mega bass, I mean, just mega bass, it doesn't have to be this one, but this is the one that I will be utilizing. You feel like there is a fish at this island? Well, Colin, this is not really an island, though it may look like it. This is just a point. But I get your point. There's definitely still some grass on this point. It's the GoPro, bro. It gives an optical illusion that it is an island. Okay, I feel like something slapped me because my jerkbait was on all its own stupid hooks. It wasn't like that before. I mean, I guarantee you, Colin, there is a fish here. But is it the right fish? I mean, if it's a fish that bites, then right now that is the right fish for us. The wind is blowing into this point right here. It is a gentle breeze. I guess we are an island. But wouldn't that mean that all land everywhere is an island? Wait a second, let me think about this. I'm trying to picture the globe here. How are, I guess, most landmass, I think, is connected at the North Pole. It's connected at the North Pole. I mean, Hawaii, Australia, and regular little tiny islands are not connected, but are we all connected I don't know. We're not connected by Antarctica. One more cast with this jerkbait, and then we are going to run a shaky head down there. Now, I'm sure I got hit earlier, but that's the second time I've gotten hit but not brought a fish in. Now, I won't blame that on Megabass's wussy hooks, but it is the second time. We're gonna throw this little shaky head out there. It's on an 1/8 ounce jig head. Yo, what up, drill? Gotta drink some of Rob's provided water. This is another example of, I don't know what I did to be on El Tabo's nice list, but he provided me some water. Gracias, El Tabo. Wind blowing into it. I have spotted my first eagle of the day. Yak, what up? I'm gonna have to send signals to Yak. Oh, I think I see an eagle nest, maybe. Or maybe not. I can communicate with him, bro. There we go. We've sent a message. Because I assume that Yak took his kayak into the deer stand just so that he could, you know, feel comfortable up there in the tree stand. What is up with this ramen noodles grass that I'm seeing everywhere? It's getting very annoying. Colin, wherever they are, it is probably best that they are over there. For all of our sake. Yeah, I don't think that's a nest. I think the eagles are just, they're in the neighborhood. They're looking to purchase, but they haven't committed just yet. They're checking what the school district is like. And by school district, I mean the schools of bass. Before they, or schools of fish in general, before they decide to raise their young here. They are scoping out the neighborhood. So pretty wise of them, I guess. Water here is extremely clear. My shaky head's getting caught up in this grass. What's the deal, Shaky? It's a weird day today, guys. It's almost hot right now. Getting weird out. What did I not see there? Old school. All right, I'm gonna toss a chatterbait out here. There's little pieces of grass that are sticking up. It's like I can cruise through there. We put some plans for next April. Did that chat happen today? Okay, water is very clear. I can see all of it. There's a floating mass of vegetation right there. Well, I don't think that's floating. I think that's rooted. All right, old school's coming down in April. I think I'm gonna have to put a jig head minnow. Old school's gonna roll down in April. Okay. Yak has sent me a picture. I will show it in a second with my burnt in screen phone. All right, yak. Let me spot lock here. Get a top water out on the water. Come on now. Well, maybe now that I saw this leaf litter, maybe it's not the best idea. All right. Yak said, not a giant, but decent. Now this is bigger than any buck I've ever had in my life because, bro, I have never harvested a buck ever in the many times I've gone hunting. But there you go, guys. That is Yak's fish, right? I mean, fish. That's Yak's buck right there. All right, Yak's saying I need to catch it on a mega bass, but I can't. Are you talking about I got to catch a buck on a mega bass? We are throwing the Lucky Craft gunfish. The point goes out there. I'm starting to like this gunfish's action. I think that when I try and softly work this fool, that's when my line gets stuck on his hook. But if I aggressively move him, not so much. I just gotta aggressively move him and then stop him. Whoops. Why didn't anybody tell me the camera was not even pointing forward, bros? My bad, dogs. I mean, not that you missed anything, but I can't believe the camera was pointing backwards. Oops, my bad. Where are you, dog? Gonna have to bring out the jig head minnow. Dang, bro. Yak. I mean, to me, I just assumed that's a big buck right there. So that was a BBL, our first BBL of that nature. That was a big buck live. Brought to you by Yak. Yak bringing us the big buck live. Oh, that's a fish. I thought that was a grass. That is definitely a fish. I thought the grass was cruising, but it's just grass. But it was a bass, guys. We had to switch to the jig head minnow. We had to get really small in order to get this guy to bite. Switched to the jig head minnow and threw it across the point. And we got ourselves a fish, finally. Thank the good Lord. Thank the good Lord that we caught that fish right there. It has taken a long time, but we got it. We got it, guys, and that continues our streak. That continues our streak at 30 times 6 plus some double-digit number of days. And those double-digit number of days, if anybody is doing the mathemagics, if you are doing the mathemagics, then you will know that this is the 200th day of consecutive non-zeros. This is the 200th day. Thank the good Lord. This is just a little Juan. But this little Juan, I thought was grass for a second, but it wasn't. It ended up being a bass. And with this little Juan right here, guys, we will now do the the 4K giveaway video. So let's see if we just bust this out real quick. Subscriber giveaway, guys. Here we go. Let's try and bust this out in one shot. Let me see what I'm going to say. Let's figure it out. Yo, it's the Latin Bass Assassin. What's up? What's happening? And this is the streak that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. And most of you know about that streak, and some of you don't. But if you don't, who cares? This video is about the 4K subscriber giveaway. So all you got to do is be a subscriber and put a comment in this video. Drawing dates will be in gift card that's been rolling. Then sorry for the suffering, but it is a streak that never ends. So remember, be a subscriber, put a comment in this video, and you'll be entered to win. Fish around and find out. All right, guys. Seemed a little bit choppy, but we'll let it roll because we just you know, real is real. So I will put that up there, dogs. I will put it up there. And thank you guys for the congratulations. 200 consecutive days of non-zeros. But now we will do the festivities for those watching, bros, because did that do it justice? Oh no, dogs. We gotta run it. This is the streak that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. Some people started watching it not knowing what it was, and they'll continue watching it forever just because this is the streak that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. Some people started watching it not knowing what it was, and they'll continue watching it forever, hopefully, just because this is the streak that never ends. Hopefully. Hopefully. Hopefully, hopefully, hopefully. But either way, guys, I do appreciate you guys rolling with me. That's 200 consecutive days, and some of you guys have been here. I mean, the majority of you guys have been here for all 200. For better or worse. I mean, sometimes you just accidentally catch a fish, and you're like, oh, that's grass. So initially, I swear to you guys, I thought that was grass. And then, as I was moving the trolling motor forward, the bait was going in that direction, and I was like, that's not right. I don't know a lot of things, but I know that that's not right. Why would the bait be going that way? Dance time, bro. I don't know about that. Yo, what up, Ralphie? You showed up just in time. The first YouTuber to fish forever. Hey, you're lucky that's a piece of grass. So there we go, guys. 200 consecutive days of non-zero. That is... Oh, thank you very much, Yak. That is... I don't know what that is, but it's something. It is something... We celebrated at half a year, and now it is at 200 days. So now we know that it is 20 some days, I think. So that is 30 times 6 plus 20 some number of days. 20 right now. But the next time will be 20 some number of days of consecutive non-zeros. What up, Krill? You just missed it. We did a video for this one fish that I caught right here. And we also did the video for the subscriber giveaway. I think, Tim, you misspelled insane. But I will take it. Pretty sure that's grass. So yes, guys, I will be putting out a subscriber giveaway video because at every 500, we give away a $50 Bass Pro Shop or Tackle Warehouse gift card. So starting today, I will start the timer and we will give it away probably next Friday. I mean, it's always 2 weeks that I let them run. So it won't be the Friday coming up. It would be the following Friday. And we will run that, do it live. I don't know the date. Now, some would say that I should prepare a little bit more and know the dates, and that way I could let people know in the video, but it's too much trouble knowing dates. I barely know it's Saturday, and I only know it's Saturday because it's football day. Yo, old school. So there is some talk that somehow potentially Texas might be able to win their way back into the college playoffs, but I kind of feel like that's not fair and that shouldn't be, because what do you call it? Why would they be let into the playoffs? They've lost 3 times already, so it doesn't make any sense to keep other schools out. So who knows? We'll see what happens. Hey, guys, Mr. Hicks has arrived. And to what do we owe this pleasure, Senor Hicks? Is there not a trail cam that you have found somewhere on the tube? December 5th is the giveaway. If you guys are unaware, and maybe he'll provide the information, but and maybe Yak would be interested in this. Senor Hicks has said that he knows of a trail cam, a live trail cam, where there is more interesting things happening. So, you know, we ain't a hater here, guys. We will put shine on whatever. So if you guys are interested in this trail cam, please refer all your questions to Mr. Hicks, as he has that information. I do not, because I do not frequent trail cams. Maybe it's because I don't want to see Bigfoot or something, but I do not frequent trail cam live feeds. Ah, your son is going to the game. I'm assuming that they're playing in Texas. Well, Texas, in Austin, but not Arkansas. I don't know what all this stuff together is. But we had to resort to the jig head minnow, guys. Dang, bro. Creel relax kinda hose. Whoa, bro. Kinda hose. And it is very clear right here, guys. This water is super clear. This water, I don't know where I went, but this water, I can see my bait, still see them. Still see them. The length of my leader at a minimum, I can see them. So that is about, I don't know, 6 feet of water clarity. Where am I? What's this all about? Oh, thank you very much, Colin. I do appreciate you. I think that's dropping a dime. I don't know exactly because I don't know this Canadian math, but I do appreciate that. The congratulations on the 4K, but see, here's the thing, dog. The congratulations on the 4K means you guys are congratulating yourselves because that is another giveaway for the homies. A rising tide raises all boats. Yo, what up, Grandmaster? Now, we're gonna have to tell you something, Grandmaster. GM got in a little late, so there was no northern journey. We are currently even more southernly than we usually are. Why does Moon have so many little shocked faces? Ah, what was that? Ah, that was a bite. That was definitely a bite, guys. Not a hook set, but a bite. So we did miss that one fish right there. No telling what it was. We just know that we missed it. We're currently floating around in about 6 feet of water. There's some grass underneath us. Yo, what up, Michael? What's happening? Oh, my bad, bro. I didn't mean to misread your emojis. I do apologize, M Handle. Hey, M Handle, can you do me a favor? And remember that message that I sent you? Can you see who that other let's just say who the imposter is and what the imposter has on there? Because here's the thing. If I go look at the imposter, then it's going to be all like, oh my God, the imposter knows that I looked. You know what I'm saying? And then it's going to be all like, this is weird. We're looking at each other. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be looking at each other, and then it's going to be like staring potentially in a mirror. I don't know. It's going to get weird. And I try to avoid weird. So then it would be like looking into a mirror. Good thing I didn't look. Good thing I didn't look, because I'd be all like, oh my God, there's two of us. Okay, I did set the hook into this, and this was grass. So I usually use my baits until, you know, until they can't be used anymore. But I might take this guy off and put him a new one, because it has a little paddle tail that I believe makes some more action, but one of those spotted bass took my tail. What if I throw that jerk bait through here? We've already continued the streak. We could just throw a jerk bait. Yeah. Jighead minnow for the win. Mr. Rick, what's happening? Okay, so he throws a worm out there. All right, so guys, I equate this to what Hannah Barron has to deal with. You know, all the fake accounts. There is another Latin bass assassin on a platform that will remain nameless, but there is another Latin bass assassin out there. So if you are ever approached by an account that says, yo, I'm the Latin bass assassin, what's up, what's happening, but it is not yours truly, then at that point in time, you say, stay away from me, brother. I want nothing to do with you, and I will not be tricked by your faux coolness. You know what I'm saying? Because they may be trying to capitalize on the cool. Well, I'm just saying, bro, because that's the only other place that I've seen, that's grass, that I've seen that gets really bombarded by fake accounts. Now, I am not, just so that I can clear the record here, I am not subscribed to her or anything, but like on my Facebook, her posts come up all the time. And I'm like, what is this chick? I don't know if they hear when I say, in fact, she'll probably show up even more because I'm saying Hannah Barron now. And then Facebook will be like, oh, he wants to see Hannah Barron. And then they'll put 100 reels of Hannah Barron on there. But, like, I've seen maybe 4 reels that say, hey, or not reels, but 4, like, posts on Facebook that say, hey, these fake accounts, do not pay attention to them, or whatever. So, just preparing, dog. No, that was real, Creel. I did send you that asking for donations. What in the holy moly was that? I did send you that email, yo dog. Dang, bro. I'm seeing some freaking shads just cruising through here. And they are massive. They look like bully shads. It's like I just gotta get... Those guys were massive. I don't think a jerkbait's gonna work through here anymore. I think I'm gonna have to throw a chatterbait. I don't know if you guys can see this, but there's like, just look at those guys. There's a bunch of them. Okay, my polarized eagle eyes saw some bait cruising around through here. Yo, what up, Matt? So, Snazook, you could have also said, I gotta get on this roof with a roofer. Now, I mean, then we could have, been all like, oh, we can all assume what kind of roofer it was, but I guess you went the extra mile and let us know what type of roofer you were on the roof with. I don't know if you did that so that we would have less work to do, but thanks, I guess. Look, bro, we tried to give bromance advice, and Colin didn't like that because he thought we were trying to get him murdered. So we no longer give any advice when it comes to interactions with the raza. We cannot give advice. I am on Guntersville, dog, but I will not be on Guntersville for long because it is close to the witching hour as I have to. And this is what kind of kept me and GM from going up north. I have to go watch some college football. Maybe at 100 million subscribers, I won't have to go watch college football, but currently I have to go watch some college football. Mega bass Oh, Moon wants to see that. Oh, look at that, Moon. Oh, Moon's got 5 on it. Fishing with Silver and me. Moon's got 5 on it. Grab your fishing pole, homie. A wash a moon. And now I'm going to do one facing you, dog. Moon's got 5 on it. Grab your fishing pole, homie. Oh, whoops. Moon's got 5 on it. I sang it backwards, bro, because I'm going in the wrong direction. Grab your fishing pole, or fishing with Silver and me. Moon's got 5 on it. Grab your fishing pole, homie. Damn, bro, I didn't know we were having a dance-off. But, Moon, do you really think that my head is that big? Dang, bro. That is about the size of my head. They got it pretty accurate. And on top of that, I'm a little bitter. And on top of that, I don't have a full head of hair. So I just have like a little leaf up there. Dang, bros, they got that really close to being spot on. That's good stuff right there, dog. How do you say dork in Spanish? I don't know if, I mean, a lot of the stuff dealing with the moon, it's come into question as to whether it's real or not. So potentially moonbucks, moonbeam ice cream, moonbeam bucks. Maybe they're not real. I don't know. There's a lot of speculation. And I don't know how to say dork in Spanish. I don't think anybody's ever, at least to me. Oh, well, I mean, so you could say, like, I mean, it means clown, but if you say payaso, then it'll be like clown. But dork, I don't know if there is a word for dork. I mean, those are just as good a guesses as anything else, guys. I don't know what El Dorco. Now, there's another word, but that means like idiot or... But you guys all know that word, or at least I would assume. Not that you've been called that word, but, you know, maybe you have been called that word. I have on many occasions. And all those occasions, I don't even trip. I'm just like, whatever. Anyways. So yes, guys. In case you just showed up, like Mr. Sweeney. Mr. Sweeney, we have reached 4K. Not that you are seeing me in 4K, but we have reached 4K. So now we will have another giveaway. You hear what I'm saying, Way? Dang, bro, those are some big bass shad right there. I just saw some more cruise by. Oh, we are at 4.01. My bad, Moon. Dude, those are some big size. I just assume they're gizzard shads. Who is that barreling in over here at 100 miles an hour? Take a guess, guys, who this could be. Why does GM always show up when I'm about to leave? Sugar la mano, that's why, bro. He's like, all right, let's sugar la mano. But I do like GM's detective skills because I didn't tell him anywhere that I'm at, but he finds me. Oh, actually, it's a good thing that GM's here. I was supposed to give him something. Off camera, of course. No. That's what I told him. Well, GM, I had something for you, but it's not. Huh?
Rainstorm after rainstorm trying to make it back up from South Georgia last night.
Dang it. Okay, well. Hey, GM, are you taking off tomorrow?
Yeah.
At what time?
I'll be out here in the morning early.
Oh, you'll be fishing in the morning?
Yeah.
Okay, because I got something to give you, but I keep forgetting. Well, last time, I don't think you came out on Sunday, so I wasn't able to.
Yeah, I've been driving back on Sunday. I'm not going to this week, so I made up my mind. You got any luck up shallow?
Nah, well, I mean, I only went shallow on there, and then on that point, that's where I caught the only fish that I've caught all day.
They should be pulling into a fall pattern for a little bit right now. You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of shad cruising around, like huge shad. Like,
Seems like they're doing it this year, man. I don't know, the lake's been weird to me the last few times up and out.
GM is in the house, and he ain't got no boots, no furry boots. He ain't got no salmon shirt. He ain't got. Oh, you mother.
It's a golf shirt, though.
We're about to throw down, guys. He comes over here. Well, he comes over here flexing his Georgia shirt. Points right at it. Okay, all right, GM.
I don't get excited about Georgia much. The last couple of years have been better, but
Didn't they win the championship at some point in time recently?
back to back a couple of years ago, but they went 40 years on a drought before that.
Oh, he comes over here just to flex his shirt, guys. That's why he was coming over here so fast. He was like, I gotta show him my shirt. You would take notes?
Oh yeah, I was really turning the fish north.
Yeah.
I knew where I got into them, what I got into them on, and what time of year. I had locked journals in the boat.
Locked?
See me, dude. I'd be over right in the middle of the tournament. If I was having a bad day, I'd be over there in those journals. Okay, what did I do last year?
All right, guys, you heard it here. GM keeps a lake diary. Dear diary, on this day, I have caught this many fish. I am yearning for more fish, but alas, the fish have not heard my yearn. Yeah, dude, it was all over there. I couldn't do. Anytime I was throwing something, I was like, dude, what the heck? This thing keeps coming. GM, they are speculating that you have a GPS tracker on me. Yeah.
When you know the whole lake like I do, if you can see somebody's camera, you know where they're at.
Yeah, I told him, I was like, I'm impressed by his detective skills. So I do have some hiding spots that you might not find me. All right, so they said that Kirby used to work in Tuscaloosa.
Who did?
Kirby.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He hated Georgia, though.
Yeah, that's what Rob wanted you to know.
Yeah. He came back home where he played football.
Tabo, he said he came back home where he played football, so he ain't worried about it. They're speculating that your groupie count has gone up ever since your apple bottom jeans boots with the fur.
Started fighting with me. He didn't agree with my driving coming in towards the ramp earlier, I guess. Turned into a wide open lane, and for some reason he was in the other lane, and for some reason he got bent. Heck of a school right here in front of me, and they won't hit snow. About 7 or 8 of them.
I've seen a lot of shad. We sure not.
Oh, they're there. They keep diving back down into the grass. They come up, eat the shed, and they go right back down. Everybody knows I've got a cheater box on my boat.
You mind if I cast into that area?
No, that's what I was pointing to you for.
Hopefully I'm not over your line. GM says there is a school of bass over here. In fact, I'm going to throw the mega bass. GM has different eyes than I do. We're not talking about the polarized eagle eyes. He's utilizing some different eyes. Bro, they've been fighting about something. I don't know what, but they've been... So, I mean, I guess that solves that mystery. The eagles cry because Creel doesn't bring them a honey bun. Or maybe they cry because Creel isn't out here fishing. I'm not anywhere over them, right? Am I anywhere over them? Yeah, but I just want to make sure I'm not messing them up. They're starting to say that the only way to win is for them to come from Alabama. Like coaches and this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
You agree?
Probably didn't hurt matters none that Kirby went over there.
right, GM sort of agrees. And I saw that Matt is going to Duck River. Matt, if you see my brother there, I cannot be held responsible for any conversations that you have with my brother. Grass. Ah, fun. Creel, your mega bass just poked my finger. I can now do a blood sugar check. Joy, what's happening? Welcome back. Joy, just so you know, we have reached 4,000 subscribers, so we will be releasing a video for a $50 Bass Pro Shop or Tackle Warehouse gift card. All you got to do is be a subscriber and put a comment in that video and you'll be entered to win. That drawing will be held sometime in 2 weeks. I think the moderator put a date there, but I don't remember. December, I don't know. Sometime in December, but that drawing will be held sometime in December. Early December, 2 weeks from now, but on Friday, not on Saturday. On December 5th, apparently, Creel pays a little bit more attention than I do. Probably going to get in trouble with the moderator because apparently Creel is paying attention to what she put in there more than I am. And, you know, might not be appreciated. I don't do dates. I can't anymore, Rob. I get in trouble if I do dates. See? Bad influences. Moderator Rob tried to get me to do dates. I don't know if the dates were with him or just in general, but Rob was trying to get me to do dates. But I promptly shut him down, moderator. I told him I do not do dates anymore. Dudes, this water right here is super clear. He's trying to get me in trouble, Creel. Now, along those lines, somebody might come in here and be all like, well, don't you take the moderator out on dates? And then they're going to try and get me in trouble. And I'm going to say, no, we do not go out on dates. We just share moments of life at all times. So we don't separate them into dates. If we go eat dinner, then we just shared a dinner in a different location. Well, hold on, Tob. You see, here's the thing. There's two different lists going right now. There's the moderators list of those who are, trying to get me to do bad things. And then there's my list of those who are enjoying the suffering that they see on the channel. So, and suffering is used loosely. And hey, bro, look at Krill. Your Mega Bass, Matt Shad, has come back with a wig, dog. Look at it. Maybe they like blonde. Oh, wash out, little bro. Ooh, look at those wavy curls. That right there is probably going to get a bass too. To at least walk up to it and be like, hey, what's your name? Might not bite, but get a, hey, what's your name? Yes, Joy. So, you see, this is the moderator. The moderator spans the universe. Now, the moderator is not God. We will say that, so she's not that powerful. But, I mean, she is a believer, but she is not a god. But YouTube does not stop the moderator from just basically determining the channel's fate. And actually the fate of, well, at least the channel fate of those watching the channel. So she need not have the label of blue wrench or whatever a moderator, a YouTube moderator has. She has physical wrenches that she can utilize to, let's say, make adjustments to my behaviors, my actions, my fishing times, my physical well-being, things like that. So that is a moderator power that we speak of, not that is limited to YouTube. Yes, judge and jury. There is sometimes there's no trial, but sometimes you get a chance to speak your piece and hope for the best. And most of the time, even though I know it might not do me any good, I still speak my piece and I see what happens. If I had a good attorney, that attorney would say, I need you to shut your mouth. Do not say anything because you're just making it worse. And then I would say, do I pay you to talk to me like that? No, I do not. So I shall say whatever I want, and then you shall fix it. Now, the moderator is not He-Man because I'm just going to tell you, we would not have the same relationship if she was He-Man. If she was He-Man, then I'd be like, yo, what up, dog? Because, I'll be rolling with He-Man because he's cool. But if she was He-Man, I would not be in the same relationship as I am with the not He-Man moderator. Like Judge Dredd. Possibly. So, I mean, the moderator could be like the sorceress, but like young sorceress, not like old sorceress, you know, like in the movie. Because like old sorceress, that she is not. She is young sorceress, and I am He-Man, and I must protect the sorceress. We might have to go to a jighead minnow, bros. It's just, seems to be what I've been catching them on lately. Everything else is falling flat. So do look out for that video today, guys. The 4K video. It will possibly be in 4K, but I used my front-facing camera, so it might not reach 4K status. But we have, so. What is the deal? Hold on. She-Ra, are you mixing up He-Man with Thundercats? No, that was Chitara. No, that's the dude. I don't remember. Now Top's got me all mixed up. I don't remember who was who. So only He-Man and I think that's the only one. And Ortho has some kind of magic. I think his name's Orko. Maybe it's Orko. Maybe it's Ortho, like Beetlejuice. Don't even mess around there, Unlimited. I know you're trying to summon the Thundercats, but thunder only shows up with lightning. And lightning brings naked lightning men. And you know that we have to leave the water when the chance of naked lightning men is high. We got to get off the water. Moderator Rob put in the chat, he said that's El Tabo. So I think he's trying to be mean to you, saying you will call me El Tabo. So I'm just saying, moderator, that's how I read it. I think he wants to get, buried on the list. All right, I'm gonna drink some water. We're gonna assess what's going on. I'm gonna ask the moderator a question. Moderator, let me ask you a question. We were saying that you span the universe, okay? So I would assume that in the universe is the potential for other dimensions, or that I don't know if that's the case, if other dimensions count as this universe. Who knows? But we may have asked this question before, but let me ask you a question. If other dimension moderator finds me, I don't know how I'm in this dimension, right? We're not going to get into the semantics of how I crossed over to this dimension. But if other moderator finds me in another dimension, am I, and let's say you're with me, right? And other moderator finds me, moderator from that dimension. What's the deal here? Like, if other moderator, let's say, flirts with me or hits on me, because, I mean, why wouldn't she? But would I be told, hey, you need to hit the brakes, or would she be alive? Like what's the outcome there? Oh, GM's got one. There's your answer, Moon. He said, where's the fish? You threw a jig?
Yeah, man, I think there's a little old boat or something down there.
An old boat?
Kayak, canoe, something.
All right, so GM just caught. What's up?
He wasn't getting off.
GM just utilized the jig. He saw what he said was an old boat or an old kayak or something down there, and he threw a jig down to it. Oh, bro, yeah, the Thundercats were cool, but hold on. Did Tim say that the Thundercats weren't cool? We haven't even thrown a single worm today, Grandmaster. I haven't, oh wow, I threw a shaky head, sorry. Yeah, I threw a shaky head. But we're like kind of roaming around here. We're getting closer to somewhere where I could do that. I think we're running up on it. But Tim, how dare you, bro, say that the Thundercats weren't anything less than chingon, bro. The Thundercats were the bomb, bro. Thundercats. Or thunder. Thunder. Thundercats. Ho! Bro. Said that the Thundercats weren't cool. Come on now, Tim. What? Okay, moderator. But in other dimensions, are you saying that in every dimension that, what do you call it? Every single moderator in every dimension is a good moderator? Because I'm gonna tell you that I know that in some dimension, there's a bread ocha version of me. And it's not this dimension, so don't you even say anything, Creel, because I will show you that this is not the dimension that the bread ocha version of me exists. So there is a bread ocha version of me in some universe. So there has to be a universe where not all the moderators are like, oh my God, hey, let's get you back to your moderator. No, there's a version somewhere. And in fact, this might be the only dimension where a moderator is into a dude like me, right? The other ones might be like, ew, get away, and then shoot me with mace in the face. You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, shh, get away from me. I don't care what your name is. Because for the record, the first time I met the moderator, she had that kind of feel like she wanted to mace me. But, you know, I play the long game. What am I missing here? So, okay, the moderator said at that point in time, it's on me, but that's where it gets confusing, moderator. I don't know. What if she doesn't want me to escape? What if she does a misery situation? What am I supposed to do then? She's miserying me. She's broken my feet. I can't walk to my proper dimension. What then? What then? What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to get past this predicament? Walk on your hands. Ah, moderator, you are correct. I can use my wrestling skills and walk on my hands. But this is misery, so I'm assuming that she broke my hands as well. And she would probably break my vocal cords because she's like, okay, I can look at this guy, but I just can't listen to him. Unlimited, I assure you that in some universe, if there are multiple universes, there is a version of you that is currently dressed up in feminine attire. Might have a wig on, might paint its nails. You know, there is a version in a dimension. If you believe in multiple dimensions, multiple possibilities, blah, 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 all that other, then dude, there was definitely a version of unlimited that is not one that you want to see. I mean, odds are that the majority of them are like slight variations of you. So like one of the unlimiteds is like a bodybuilder. One of the unlimiteds is like a dude that works. One of the unlimiteds is like a dude that, like I said, paints his nails and whatever, probably has his hair in a ponytail or like maybe even pigtails. Who knows, dog? But I'm saying that it's got to be a possibility. Roll out like a transformer? All right, this is getting... The moderator is really expecting me to... Okay, moderator, do I have permission to kill her? Do I have permission to kill this other moderator in another dimension? Or am I not allowed to hurt any moderators? Cohen, I have only caught one fish, dog. It's a weird day. Now, we have gone to different areas. I'm sure that if I went back to that island that I was at the last couple days, there'll be fish there. We can pick them off with this jighead minnow, but they weren't giants, so we don't linger long in areas that don't have the potential to have giants. We just go, all right, let's move. If that's the only option. Actually, Unlimited, there's probably a version of you that works like, has a business suit and works at, like on the stock market. Unlimited. There's a version of you that's a cop. Oh, mashallah, Unlimited, the cop. Dang, bro. That's probably worse than the version that I told you about that paints his nails. There's a version of you that is a cop. In fact, Unlimited, there's a version of you that is actually a female. Dang, bruh. Female Unlimited. Now, what would that be like? Oh, that right there. All right, I got 10 minutes. I should already be off the water, but... Dang, bro. I don't know what part Tim is throwing up to. Is he throwing up to female Unlimited or cop Unlimited? Dang. It is probably... Oh, there's an apple pie Unlimited. So that Unlimited says, I'm not a criminal. Dang, dog. I can't, bro. It's out in the universe already. I would if I could, but if we believe in all these possibilities, bro, like all these dimensions, and that there are versions of us, like at that point in time, dog, there's a cop Unlimited dimension. Now, I'm not saying that we're going to frequent that dimension, but that's kind of crazy. There's a dimension where there's a rodcast, and in the rodcast there's somebody with a handle that's known as Sun Yo. Now, Sun Yo, probably way cooler, probably brings nothing but joy and, you know, light to the chat, rather than its opposite in this dimension. I'm not going to say who, but I'm just saying. Am I scoping? Nah, bro, we ain't scoping. There is a Guntersville out here who is currently utilizing the tool, but we are just casting to a point out here. Sunyo sounds like a loser. That's interesting. Sunyo sounds like, well, he sounds like he is probably potentially has the ability to be not from this region. But Sunyo sounds like way cooler. Well, that's a great question, Rob. If GM is spotting the fish with the scope and then he points them out, does that mean that I was using it? Hey, GM, do you think that there could be a dimension where unlimited is a cop? Probably, right?
I think there's probably a dimension where everybody's something different. You know, heck, I'm probably president somewhere.
Okay, guys, the humility in the boat behind me, it just abounds because all of us were talking about slight variations of ourselves. But GM said probably there's a cop unlimited, and potentially in that same dimension, it might not be, but in that same dimension, he's the president. What the heck? GM did not hesitate. He was like, yo, there's a dimension where I am the president. Wow. Wow.
Damn 45 national holidays for bass fishing.
Okay, now I want GM to be president in this dimension because he said there will be 45 national bass holidays so that people can go fishing. Well, that's it, guys. You heard his platform, and it is now time for us to vote GM into presidency. The Minecraft dimension, bro, no, that Minecraft dimension it's not the same. That's in this dimension, but just in another form of reality. That's how it is, guys. GM is president somewhere. Unlimited is a cop. Hopefully he's not a cop in the version where he also has pigtails. So, I mean, but he can be. We just don't know for a fact. But somewhere, GM is president. Unlimited is a cop. Creel is the dude from Monopoly. It gets weird. Yak, his handle is boats. Tabo doesn't speak pirate. Steve, well, Steve didn't work on the railroad. He worked on something else, the highway. There are many possibilities. Oh yeah, and Colin is American. Imagine that, bro. Colin as an American. Oh, also, and Snizook, I mean, Mr. Sweeney is the most proper person that you'll ever meet. He doesn't say crazy things. And also, Dead Rabbit is a highly educated Harvard graduate. So these dimensions, bros, it gets weird. Are they directly under me? They're directly under me. Okay. No, to them.
What the heck's going on over there, man?
That's the only, dude, this is like Looney Tunes out here. They're right behind me. Like when Bugs Bunny is behind Elmer Fudd. GM just said that there's a school of bass that is following my boat. And that's the only way that they can keep safe, bros, because the Latin bass assassin is out here and they're all like, uh-oh, we got to become him in order for him not to catch us.
Whatever they are, they didn't even look at that chatterbait.
So, GM, I will tell you that in this dimension, you have one vote already, but the problem is he's Canadian.
Yeah.
So, I don't think...
Well, I just passed a law that Canadians conduct my elections.
But how if you're not the president?
Well, I just make myself the president.
Oh, a coup d'etat here. All right, so, okay, guys, this is not going to be a peaceful election. This is going to be a takeover. And that is how much GM believes in bass fishing. He is willing to mobilize armies in order to give us the 45 days of bass fishing vacation.
Yeah, and even go fishing with y'all and risk pitting assassins trying to shoot me too. Anything you do, somebody would find a problem with it, no matter how good or how bad. You know what I'm saying?
Because they'd be all like, why 45? Why don't make 50?
Why not 365?
Yeah. So you will never please everyone.
Well, yeah, I was going, it may be working for all of us here soon.
So I'm through.
Yeah, I've got so many friends in software development. They're scared as they can be right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't know how to do anything else. I just don't see where it's a computer can still take over. You can't fix this thing. You know what I'm saying?
Have you seen Terminator?
Yes, I have.
Okay. It might be able to fix itself.
Not quite there yet.
All right.
At least that we know of.
But you got to take baby steps in order for you to get there.
This is true.
So little by little, maybe AI is becoming self-aware. Was that a fish?
Screen to send it to you, all the fish that were swimming right up there.
Did.
I mean, I know there's nothing, a lot of them are probably carp, but there's bass mixed in there too.
So GM is seeing fish just cruising all through here.
Definitely bass. One of them just struck at this thing and just kind of.
GM said that a bass hit at his lure. I am currently in about 10 feet of water. GM is right next to me, bro. This is how the Guntersvilleans roll.
It's nice out here today. Probably the prettiest day I've had in a long time that I've got. Every time I come out here to join you, the wind's blowing 90.
So that was...
I watch you on video the day before, it's flat calm. I get out here and the waves are.
Maybe that's because you're bringing that energy, bro.
Yes, man. I'll have to slow it down a little bit.
Yeah. You brought the wind by how fast you were driving over here.
Out there yesterday, the building inspector wants a bunch of stuff done that's not code. We built the building up to code. I built 50 of these buildings.
Jighead minnow time.
The fire marshal comes out there and he wants some crap that's not up to code.
Wait, are you saying that what they want changed makes it not up to code? Or they're saying...
It doesn't make it any worse, but it really doesn't make it any better.
Yeah.
But they're nice guys, so I want to give them what they want, but what they want costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
Money makes my back hurt.
Money makes your back hurt.
Yeah, when somebody else wants it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to get into a bunch of technical jargon, but they want the hoods that go over the fryers and all that to be zero clearance. There's no reason for them to be zero clearance.
It's a nice to have.
Yeah, well, you pay extra money to get them to wrap all this stuff with it, fire insulation. Then it adds about 2 weeks to the schedule, and Jax wants me finished by January the 9th, so there's all that, you know. Fun. Yeah, I was kind of laughing you was talking about the communications thing. I had a crew of siding guys show up to do my siding yesterday, and none of them spoke English.
Dude, there's been people that have come to do like work on the house, right? And I just happen to be there. So, and I don't know if it's because they see me and they're all like, oh, this guy speaks Spanish, so we'll just speak Spanish or whatever. But like it's almost like they don't know any English at all. So then I'm wondering, how do they talk to people like to communicate, hey, we're gonna do this, you know, we're done, you know, like whatever. I don't know how they function.
We were using the phone translators, and that works to an extent unless something gets real technical. Then I just call their boss, and he gets on speakerphone, and he repeats whatever I say. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But it's fun sometimes. After I work with them for a while, I kind of start understanding them better. They just talk so dang fast, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's cool for you, but like people whose house they're just showing up at, right? Then it's all like, all right, how?
Oh, I know that could be interesting. There's getting to be more and more people that are multilingual. There's so many kids in schools now that speak Spanish and stuff. The kids are learning Spanish from the kids in school, you know. My daughter speaks Spanish decently. She's learning Russian. I'm like, what do you want to learn Russian for? She goes, I don't know, I just like the way it sounds. That's a hard language.
Sometimes I think that the moderator knows more Spanish than I think, or knows more Spanish than she actually does, and I just start talking to her, and she's all like, I don't know what you're saying. And I'm like, well, that's no good. I just got hit right there.
Mine says that with my rednecks. Especially my buddy, sons like Robert, when he comes over, he may be watching, God bless him. They should be like, I can't understand him.
Robert, GM, said God bless you. So he sent out good vibes.
He was supposed to come out here with us today, but he bought a welder yesterday afternoon. And it didn't work when he got it home. And he was like, oh yeah, I got to get this thing back up there first thing in the morning. He lives 95 miles from here. Been up in Pennsylvania the last month.
I did get a bite right here, dog, just FYI. It was a jighead minnow that I was throwing. But my luck, it would have probably been a white bass, and then I would have been...
White that bass was I caught a minute ago?
Uh-uh.
It's fat too, dude. It wasn't a real long fish, but it was probably 3 1/4. You can tell it hadn't been up in the grass at all this year. It's just been living on that canoe all year.
That's his real estate. Yo, GM, Faith said, God bless you, bro. God bless you and peace. Is what he said. I know you didn't sneeze, but he was saying, he was giving you the good vibes, bro. Faith.
Well, I appreciate that. I'll take all the blessings I can get.
And he also said, now that you're on the water, he can go get a blizzard, since I assume he's worried that you're gonna buy all the blizzards.
Yeah, I did some damage to them last week. This thing's swallowing out again. Sad thing is, I hit the gym hard last week, dude. I'm so sore right now, dude.
All right, guys, we will have only a few more casts. So, I mean, I don't know, guys. I don't know how to explain what's going on here on this lake. But we did catch the one. So we are thankful for that. I mean, we are going to like different areas, testing them out, but what time are you taking off tomorrow, Jim?
I'm gonna leave in the middle of the night.
Okay.
I'm gonna fish most of the day tomorrow. I'm not sitting here fishing park like crazy, whatever they are.
They might be drum. They might be drum.
No, I'm deaf this day. You saying what am I throwing?
No, I said they might be drum.
They could be, because one did follow a minute ago, and drum will follow just about any day.
I haven't dragged a worm. Grandmaster reminded me, but I still didn't throw it. I mean, I threw that shaky head, but not a mag dizzy. You see, guys,
Shake that dang curly grass, man. This thing slapped me 3 times just now. That's grass abuse.
you see, guys, I always knew that GM had eyes on the back of his head because he's got his sunglasses back there protecting his eyes. I like that. Can he see me doing this?
When
Oh.
you're back here doing the nana.
Dude, that was right when I was, bro. You must also be reading minds, because I just said right now, can he see me doing? And then you turned around. I was like, oh, that's it. That's a verification, guys, that GM has eyes on the back of his head. So we shall not be messing around with him, for he can see many a thing. got busted. Can't believe it.
The water clarity is just absolutely perfect, you know?
Dude, it's pretty clear in this area right here.
It is, man. Fixing to go watch some football.
Yes, sir.
I figured you were. I can't ever get here on time. I think I'm gonna make my ride up north, man. I brought my little cheap GoPro I bought with me. I'm gonna record some, but I tried it last week. I don't enjoy it like you do.
What makes you think I enjoy this?
Dude, well, I'm switching batteries. I ain't never really gonna do nothing with mine. I'm just being honest with you. I'm gonna keep it for myself.
What?
I catch more than 4 fish, you know, when I film for 5 hours.
Yeah.
It was fun at first, and then about the battery was going dead every 60 minutes. That's not even fun.
So you can connect a power bank to there and just have that. I mean, I don't have a battery. I have a power bank connected to it.
I bought 2 little ones, though, that really have a lot of juice to them, though. But how do you connect it and wear it on you, though? Because I was using a chesty, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, so you got a chesty. So you would just put the thing connected and then just put it in your pocket or something. It's not going to be nice. I mean, it's not going to be comfortable.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
It'll be like you're wearing a wire.
I just feel like, man, in the next couple of years, I'm going to catch the lake record. I'm fixing to go after that thing hard, man. It may not ever happen, but I got myself convinced it's going to. When it does, I'm going to have it on camera. I was in a phase, dude, where Donnie, he would fish with me a lot before he had all those kids. And every time I'd call, he'd be like, "You got another 8-pounder, don't you?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was just on it, but I've lost that in the last year or 2. I don't know what's going on. And I hadn't been fishing hard like I used to either. I've been out of town a lot.
What's up?
So if you're out here tomorrow, I'll stop by and say hey.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to be out here tomorrow. God willing, weather permitting.
I'm going to come out. It all depends on what I do today, because I'm fixing to take the long ride. I filled her up a minute ago. I'm going up towards Goose Ponds where I'm going. I was going to go on up around Comer, but I don't think I'm going that far. It's a good day to make the ride, though. The lake's not that choppy.
Yeah, and I mean, most people aren't cruising. They're just in the channel scoping.
Yeah, the big boats aren't out here that bad today. What game are you watching today? I love them all, but what's your highlight game of the day?
All of them? I just...
Yeah, well, I used to watch every one of them. I record them all now. I still watch. I just go. I try not to be around anybody that's going to tell me my story, and then I go home and watch it after I get off the lake.
Yeah. Well,
See you, brother.
all right. Well, it was good seeing you, Doug. And when I see you tomorrow, I have something for you, Doug. Yo, bro. That island, you know where there's like a point that comes out on the channel? Well, the other, like here's the flat where me, you, and my brother were fishing, or the little point that comes out. Well, there's that other island over there. There's fish there. I mean, I haven't got any big ones, but there's fish there.
I used to, that little bar I like to go to on the one where
Yeah.
I like to sit on that outer one. I used to catch a 5 right there almost every time I went there. Sometimes multiple. I haven't tried throwing a trap over there yet either. Usually that's what I threw over there was
Yeah.
a trap. Big old red, not one knocker, you know. I appreciate it though. I'll go with it.
Wow.
See you, man.
I think I'm just gonna pop off right there, try and get one, and then get out. Later, Doug. All right, guys. I know I'm supposed to be off the water at 11-ish, but this is making me angry-ish. Now guys, if you are just tuning in, know that we are going to have a 4K subscriber giveaway. And that 4K subscriber giveaway video will be put out there later on today. Later on today, we will put the 4K subscriber giveaway video so you can enter to win a $50 Bass Pro Shop or Tackle Warehouse gift card. All you got to do is be a subscriber and put a comment in that video. Let's see if we can go fast enough to jump dimensions so that we can go to the dimension where unlimited is a po-po. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the beast. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of unlimited. Whoop, whoop. Miles an hour. Come on, Silver, that's all we need. Oh wait, that's to go forward and back in time, but not to go to other dimensions. We'll have to figure out what it takes to go to another dimension. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the beast. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the police. Hopefully we don't misjudge it and end up in the dimension where unlimited has pigtails, because that right there, we will promptly leave. Sometimes you pick spots and they don't pan out. That's the way it is. That's just the way it is. Conditions are gonna change. That's just the way it is. Stop off right here and pick off one real quick and be all like, oh yay, we got a fish. Oh, there's a bunch of coots. Low down dirty coots. Look at how many low down dirty coots are right there, guys. That is what Silver munched on one day. It was just like, what the heck? It was dark, and next thing you know, I turned the corner and there was 10 million coots. Just like that, bro, as I turned the corner. This lake has cooties. It's official. That's probably why we have a problem, is because this lake has cooties. The lake has fallen ill. It currently has cuties. Whoop, whoop. I'm not a bird watcher. FYI. Does GM have a YouTube channel? He does not. All right, guys, here we go. Let's pick off a fish and be all like, yay, we caught a fish. Oh, cool. But this will be fish number 2. I actually need to have a mic off moment, but we'll be big boys. And we will do what we have to do to make sure we don't have a little accident. As far as I know, GM does not have a YouTube channel. He said he only had a GoPro. Rob, you are correct. There is a likelihood of that happening. How likely? I don't know. That's a lot of coots, bro. They're making so much noise. It's ridiculous. Their movements, they sound like a... My cast seemed to have scared... Oh no, that eagle's scaring them. That's what's going on here. Okay guys, we got an eagle flying over. It scared the shit out of those coots. Those coots just... All right. Eagles are not afraid of getting cooties. I'm in the grass. These guys never stop moving, bro. Well, as not to join the cooties in the never stop moving situation, I'm going to have a mic off. I shall return. Dude, where is Ben? I got eagles showing up, doing their thing. Are you talking about the crazy Cormorant Island, bro? The one with disgusting defecation all over it. All right, guys, this is taking longer than I expected. I expected to pull up, pull out a fish and bounce. The one right behind me. Oh, bro, that island's fine. It's the real island. The one next to it, that's the one that stinks. I fish by it all the time, bro. It stinks. And it's all that cormorant litter. These guys are definitely weird today. It did rain heavily last night for a little bit, and then in the morning it rained a good spurt. And now it is no longer raining. That's weird. Can't. We call it scat, or I mean, well, I guess it is scat, but bird litter. All right, there we go. There's the fish that we were looking for, guys. Found them. Here's the fish that we were looking for, guys. Wait a second. This guy has a little lesion right there. That is probably from a lamprey. But was that the guy that we caught a day ago or yesterday? So we got the fish that we wanted to catch just so that we can end it all cool style. So we ended it all cool style. Said, hey guys, here's a spot where there are fish. Let's go fish it. Jack said he's not warming up wherever he's at. Hey, bro. Look, Yak, all you got to do is utilize the things that you harvested. So if you take the deer's, let's call it, I don't think it's called leather, but let's call it leather. Take the deer's leather and put it on you. Well, then, dang, dog, you got yourself a little jacket. Got yourself a little jacket, so you're gonna look cool in your deer suede jacket. That's cool. Now, if I were you, I wouldn't leave the antlers on there, bro, because that might send the wrong signal. And you then might have the potential of being deer suede. I don't know what deer fur is called. Maybe Creel does, like us calling it bird litter. A deer sweater. So this area right here has fish, guys. It's just will it have any of size? I'll throw a couple more casts. I almost want to throw a top water, but I'm not that. Is that grass? Grass. It's grass. It was grass, but I lost it. All right, guys, the grass got away. That's the way it goes down sometimes. Dude, there are so many coots. We are in about 6 feet of water, guys. This is just a little flat that kind of cruises. I mean, it becomes a point out there, but there comes a point where we need to get off the water. Dude, we're already an hour past, or gonna be an hour past the time. How did you guys let me do that? We're utilizing a ring roller jig head, maybe a 1/4 of an ounce. from Bizbait and a mooch minnow. Two more casts. Well, let's make it 3. And if we get a bite, it resets. If we don't, then we just bounce. I keep looking back because it kind of sounds like there's a boat headed my way. But no, that's just the coots. Cast number 2 out of 3. This is 2 out of 3. Grass, not a bite, not a reset. So this is the second, I don't know what it is, guys. It's got to be a match the hatch situation here because this is the second day, possibly even the third, that the majority of my bites are coming off of, and not that they're a lot, but the majority of the bites are coming off of the jig head minnow and not anything else. Very confusing. I'm seeing some grass over here with my polarized eagle eyes. I will do one bonus cast. A bonus! All right, guys, that is a double bonus. I got you guys. You guys were all like, oh, he's done, but I'm not. Who didn't see that coming? All right, that's it, Creel. From here on out, I will be on the dot. You will call me Senor on the dot, because if I say 11-ish, it will be exactly 11-ish. As it always is, Creel, but you need to get your watch checked, bro. Because 11-ish is 11-ish. But all right, guys, that right there was the last cast of the day. We have caught 2 fish. I, by my standards, call that lackluster. But what we did accomplish today was catching the fish for that giveaway. That's what I'm saying, Rob. The only way I can get them to bite is off of a little minnow. Must be a match the hatch situation, but I am humble enough to say, okay, I'll throw a smaller bait if necessary. I will throw a smaller bait if necessary to get a bite. If they're tripping, dog. Yo, Tennessee, what up, dog? Loving the bananas, dog. You know, you gotta get a source of potassium, and bananas are a good source of potassium, so we gotta stay healthy out here, dog. We don't want to start to feel the effects of old age. So we will take our potassium the way we can get it, bro. We're not gonna eat vegetables, so we'll take it through some bananas. Through the consumption of bananas. But here we go, guys. We are rolling.
Single cast got that killer whip. Guntersville waves like a beat that slap. Fish don't know they caught in my traps. Cameras rolling, YouTube live. Click that stream, watch me thrive. I fish it live. It's a vibe. I'm the Latin boss. Guntersville sky, they say the lake's a mirror. I see a king, ripples in the water, hear my anthem sing. Silver's my stage, fish my crowd. Catching big bites, make my mama proud. Every hook's a promise, every reel's a prayer. I'm the Latin boss, assassin, legend out there. Haters in the comments, man, they just watch while I'm out here reeling in bites non-stop. Oh my God, Becky, look at that bass. It's so big, so slimy. It's like one of those fisherman's prizes or something. Who catches those? They only care about birds. I like big bass, and I cannot lie. You other anglers can't deny when the lure drops deep with a wiggly tail and the fin starts flapping like braille. I'm hooked, wanna reel that thing, 'cause it's popping like a bell that rings. Deep in the lake it's swimming, the kind of catch that keeps me grinning. Oh baby, I wanna snare you, fillet you. Them shiny sides hypnotizing make me wanna fry you. My buddies try to warn me, but that bass you got makes me so corny. Ooh, scaled and sleek, you say you're wild, but I call you freak. Well, bait me, 'cause you ain't no little puppy. I see you jumping, fantastic pumping, hooks in the zone, you're coming home. I like big bass, and I cannot lie. You other anglers can't deny when I ride this hard and the line goes slack and you really dancing in the eve, catching bands so big you wouldn't believe. It's a tug of war, I'm playing chess. This ain't trial, son, it's straight up blast. I'm on the dock wearing waders, catching bass like I'm Darth Vader. Riding my grip, got that pain under control. Water ripple talking, secrets of the stream. Catching monsters out here, living the dream. Just out here looking for some fun. dark lake bottom and the shattered baits that you fear. You are pulled from the riprap through the waters deep and wide, out of shadows and the currents to the calm on the other side. Silver scales and whispers, the lure of distant light. Breaking through the surface to escape the endless night. You are pulled from the riprap through the waters deep and wide, out of shadows and the currents to the calm on the other side. Barbs that held you anchored now loose and let you go. Anxiety got in where you need to flow. You are pulled from the riprap through the waters deep and wide, out of shadows and the currents to the calm on the other side. Sharp like blades in the skies, throttled down, silver skates on glass, bow slicing clean like a samurai slash. Creel got the bait lines heavy with dreams, unlimited vision, plotting schemes, colors on the deck, calling up plays, LA and GM setting the blaze. Engine growl, yeah, that's our sound. Lake so smooth, feel skybound. Guntersville gang, we own this town. Guntersville, Guntersville, on the lake, we chillin', thrillin'. LA and GM even Creel too. Unlimited calling, yeah, that's the crew. Unlimited calling, yeah, that's the crew. Unlimited calling, yeah, that's the crew. Guntersville, Guntersville, riding on silver, ripping and spilling. Dockside vibes where the stories unfold. Fish tails big, but the crew stays bold. Trophies stacking like chips in a game. Legends of the lake, yeah, they know our name. Life jackets spiked out, neon and black. Cooler on deck, stack to the dope jacket.
Because I'm all about slow baits, no trebles. Drag it nice and easy, keep it subtle, no rebels. Out here on Guntersville, where the big ones settle, reeling in the giants on my fishing level.
All right, guys, you know we are all about slow baits, no trebles. But my dude, now we gotta go. I gotta go watch some college football. Who even watches that? I do appreciate showing up. We have a 4K subscriber giveaway video that's gonna go down. It is gonna go down today. I'm going to, I mean, not the giveaway, but the video will be put up today. The heck? Pull up. What's going on here? Oh, thanks, Yak. So, my dudes, we will put out that video and then you guys can enter to win. Remember, it is a $50 Bass Pro Shop or Tackle Warehouse gift card. The drawing will be done, I think, December 5th. So, you got time. You got time to tell the homies. You got time to tell the people, hey, this guy's giving away a $50 Bass Pro Shop or Tackle Warehouse gift card, and all you got to do is be a subscriber and put a comment in said video. So, it's that easy, guys. I mean, it don't get any easier than that. I mean, you know, but we'll see what happens. Now, we will be doing that drawing at 5 p.m. Central Time on the 5th. We might do it on the water. We might do it off the water. We don't know. We'll see what happens. But weather permitting, or God willing, weather permitting, we will be out here tomorrow, guys, in the morning. Because, again, then I got to watch stupid football, NFL. But either way, I appreciate you guys showing up and showing out. And here's to 4K, 5K, whatever, bro, whatever we can reach. All I know is I can't reach it without you homies. So thank you very much. Fish around and find out.